Do do. Do do. Good morning everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Ready for a beautiful week over here. So I actually have quite a small session for stream today because I really shouldn't be streaming today as I've got work really at 8:30. But I'll do the analysis for the morning just to make sure everyone knows what the score is. But yeah, I mean Friday, we got a massive push, which we did expect. I did expect it to go to 56 at least, but we actually went even further. We actually went, up to 84, which is nice. But yeah, really good push. Now let's just start on the monthly time frame and get things up and running with that, and then we can start to look and see what we could maybe catch today, if that is. So let's just start off with news. Let's just see what we've got today. So for news today, we don't actually have that much, which is great. You can see here we're really not too rushed upon news. You have a little bit in the morning here, but for the most part, there's nothing much, which is great. Okay, that's good news for us. That's always nice and easy. It means you don't have to worry too much. Again, last time we discussed about the fact that the last monthly candle pushed down back to 1984, retested the level. You can see. And then we started pushing up, which is good. And then we started to break the previous monthly high already, which was actually towards the end of the day. And let me just get this up. Let's do this. Yeah, so you can see that we tapped back to this level, gave us the liquidity, the volume to then continue and push. Okay, so the range that we were kind of trading in was this range from here to here. Okay, and you can see that now we've broken it, which is nice. We've broken above 2066, which is very nice. So let me put this on here. I'm just going to use these white lines for the second, for the monthly candles, like this. Beautiful. So yeah, continue there, which is good. So realistically, what are we expecting from this monthly candle? Well, in terms of direction, in terms of how candles print, while we've pushed above, realistically we should, as long as it closes above, we should continue to fill this wick, or we are just going to see this push to fill this wick like this. That's what I expect us to probably do. Maybe more of a lower wick, but for sure, as long as we keep going bullish, we're going to fill this wick, which is nice. So that's kind of the monthly overall. Very bullish at the moment. If we start closing bearish, like this, where's the paint? There you go. If we start maybe closing or flipping bearish, then yeah, we might, fill this wick down here. If we then close below 1999 here, then yeah, this will be nice for April to then drive after a top wick and mirror something like this. So again, it's just adapting to the market, seeing what you could potentially get. But right now we are bullish and the buys are looking good. Okay, so let's take a look then at the weekly time frame. We've just opened up on the weekly. The weekly is pretty nice to see. You can see the zone that we were in before. You can see the break above. We've closed above. So again, if this was a lower time frame candle, just like every other candle, what do we expect for this week? Well, we expect a lower wick to be forming. Oh, 1 second, not a red one. Well, it will be red at the time, but yeah, a lower wick. Probably tapping the previous zone. We'll have to look on the lower time frames, but where that would be. And then a reflip, break the high, and then fill that candle like you saw on the monthly candle like this. That for me would be perfecto. Okay, so pretty easy week again, just like last week. So yeah, now let's take a look here. You can see there's a little bit more traffic and all that kind of stuff. The weekly time frame, yeah, we have the resistance. I'm just going to move this resistance a little bit higher, like here, just to give me a bit more of an accurate reading. So when you come to the daily, you can see it here as well. Yeah, beautiful. So in terms of the daily candle, we've already opened up. We kind of made a little lower wick here, and then we've pushed off already. in fairness to the buys, I think right now, considering we had such a massive push, like how big was this push? In the daily, if you look here. Yeah, I mean, you know, a 1,000 pip pull, you know, definitely some sort of retracement would be needed for me to get liquidity to continue. So, yeah, I mean, in this daily candle, I'd want some sort of pullback. Now, where would that be? That's the next question. We can't really see too much yet. I mean, you know, I would at least want it to go tap, you know, 2076 there on the retest of this resistance, because again, if this is resistance, then, you know, we could act as support to continue to give you the volume to push. So yeah, I would not want to be rushing the buy straight away, because of the fact we haven't pushed down yet, but it's still fine. Let's take a look at the lower time frames. Let's take a look at the 4 hours. Let's take a look and see what we actually have here. So you can clearly see the issue you have with this week so far is that if you actually look to the left hand side, we don't have much data. We only have actually 2 points, okay, which is right here. So let's just draw this on. Okay. Alright, so like this. Okay, and we draw in this like this. You put this as blue because it's 4 hour. Beautiful. Okay, so this is our resistance right now on the 4 hour time frame. You can see that we've held it. We've actually pushed all the way up to it here, rejected, and now we're in this kind of zone. Now, what I'm seeing is from the left hand side here, this kind of candle here just pushed up. This candle here, yeah, pushed up, then it's rejected. So there is big rejection here, which you've got to be careful for, right? You've got to be careful for. I think, you know, taking buys in this area would be a risk because of the fact that your left hand side, you have no data showing that it pushes, you know, just randomly here. It rejects every single time at 2087, which is only 2 pips away. So I think the best thing that you could probably do is wait for a 4 hour closure. I think that would be very nice. The 4 hour closure may give you an indication. I have a feeling the 4 hour closure is not going to close above, and we may see some potential bearish movement back down to 2075, which would be nice. Kind of similar to what happened yesterday. You know, we closed above here. I wanted this candle to push down first to give me the liquidity to continue up. Kind of the same thing. If I'm honest with you guys, these days are the days I don't like because there's no data to the left. There's no data that I can see, which you know, which is harder because you can't really see where prices pushed before. So you're kind of in no man's land. But yeah, I think the best thing for me and for you guys to do is wait for, I think later on, wait until we get maybe more of a lower wick. To then potentially continue later on. Hey Maxie, it's been a long time since I've seen you. Have you been? I've been good, man. Feeling good. Yeah, feeling really good. Really good. Been grafting, been doing loads of shit, man. I was even doing spinning classes on the weekend, man. My life has changed from not drinking, eh? Not drinking, boy. So yeah, I just think I really don't want to be playing in this area. This is you can see it kind of easily here. I don't want to be playing in this area here. Okay, because from the data I have on the left hand side, we reject and we reject. I know this was a massive push, but again, it was kind of a spike and then it rejected. So I'm just a bit cautious. Now, the difference between, which is a good thing, what's the difference between today, so like now, and these times? What's the difference? Someone tell me. What is the difference? Which is the positive? What is the difference? There's one difference there on the daily time frame. Close above, yes, beautiful. So it has closed above, so that's great. That's great news. Okay, the other candles could not close above on the daily. This one has, which is beautiful. But just remember, you know, when it closes like this is great, very, very good confirmations. It's likely it's going to push. However, you've got to remember that there is a significant resistance here at 2087. So that doesn't mean just take a fucking buy, right? You've got to make sure that, you know, it makes sense. So if I look to the left, where have we made support before? Yeah, it's around 2077. So yeah, in this grey box would be nice. And also the issue is, right, if you take a buy, so let's just say that this hourly closes above, right, in 50 minutes or so, then your stop loss would be below 2079. But again, it's not a very safe stop, because we know we come back down to it pretty easily here. So yeah, a little bit hard this morning, I'd say, guys. But again, you just gotta wait. I think a nice deeper pull down would be nice, and if we then we do start rejecting, you know, 2075 and start coming back above, then yeah, sure, I think we can go for it, as long as you get a closure above, you know, 2087. That would be very, very nice. That would be very good. Yeah, it's definitely you can see even here. Little bit of resistance, a little bit higher up on the lower time frame in the 30s. Yeah, we'll just make this a little bit higher here, right above there. Is that a line now? Yeah, beautiful. So a little bit of resistance there as well. But above there, I mean, again, above 2088, I mean, the sky is the limit. Depends how you do your analysis, how you want to trade. But realistically, you know, looking to the left, your targets are up here. You know, next zone would be 2132. But again, in your strategy, you need to make sure you know when you're going to close. Okay? Because once you start umming and ahhing, that is when things start to go wrong. Okay? You need to remember that, because, you know, let's just say, right? Let's just hypothetically do this. So you marked out your zones, you've done this. This is all good. Now, let's just say that, you know, you got the closure, okay? So now you're looking really good. You're really wanting to take a buy. Let's just say that it does something like this. Okay? Right, so it's made the lower wick, which is what you wanted. You want it to go tap that level. It's rejected. It's closed above, right? And then let's just say you take a buy, right? Let's just say you take a buy. On the break of the high. Let's say you're breaking the high today. Okay, that's what you fancied because you got the closure. Good stuff. Stop loss below. Now, the issue with not deciding where you're going to take positions is this can happen, and this happens a lot. Well, it did to me anyway. Right? Let's just say you're in profit. Blah 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 blah. You're in profit. It's pushing up, and everyone's like hunky dory. Yeah. You're up a good amount. How much would we be up by? Let's just say a significant amount. You know, a decent 30 pips or something. Yeah, like 30 pips or so. Now, the issue with not knowing your stops, okay, is just like it is when you're gambling or any sort of thing that has your money on the line and it's going well, is when do you close? Okay, because it's pushing good right now. Why should I close it now? It's pushing good. What if it gets up here and I make 10 times as much money as I have right now? I could buy a car. I could, XYZ. These thoughts will go in your head if you don't have the strategy sound and secure. Okay? Sound and secure. So you need to make sure you have a point where you go, you know what? I'm going to close some right now. Or close 100%. That is your detailed explanation that you need to find out. Now, for me, you can see. Let's take a look. In this analysis, it's pretty hard because again, there's just nothing there. It's literally just a straight push up. But in terms of regards of taking a trade like this, we know there's resistance here. We know that there is clean, zones above. So for what I would do is just generally wait until you get a push and get my 20-30 pips. That'll be it. So I'd probably look on maybe the lower time frames. Let's take a look on maybe the 15, the 5. Let's see the 5 if it has anything. Just check the 15 just in case. I mean, there's literally, yeah, it's literally just a spike up. There's jack all. Let's see again. How far is this? It doesn't go far enough, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't. That's fine. So yeah, again, I think for me in this one, it would just be generally just taking the piece out of the market and going. So let's just see. I mean, look, gold's coming right now. For me, I'm not too bothered, as I said. The daily doesn't have much of a low wick. It does have one. I would just much prefer it to wick a little bit further down. But again, for me personally here, am I arsed? Do I have FOMO about this? Well, no, because the weekly's closed above. The weekly is closed above. Okay? So I know we're going to have a good run of buys this week. Do I think it's going to be Monday morning? No. What normally tends to happen is Monday, Tuesday, we'll come down a little bit. We'll test the areas. We'll test the waters in the previous zone. If we reject, then again, we'll be looking for the buys and we'll be hunky-dory. If we start rejecting and coming down here and closing below, then I'll take the sells back down to support there. But for the most part, I don't really mind this breaking off because it's not just a daily that's closed above, it's a weekly, it's everything. So realistically, I'm going to get buys some point this week. Do I think it's going to be right now? It could be, but for me, I need more of a secure stop, a secure XYZ. I really want this daily to go and retest this 2077. Just to kind of do what it did here. But hopefully it'll keep and hold support. Or it might not. I might just come down further and then maybe buys later on. We'll see. But let's just see. So what time is it right now? 7:48. 11 minutes left. But yeah, again, it's kind of that whole thing of if the weekly's closed above, that's great. But it doesn't mean it's just gonna push straight away. It's gonna wait. It's gonna potentially come back down, test the waters of the previous zone. Okay, I used to love calling these like different zones. So let's just call this is zone 1, this is zone 2, and this is new zone 3. Normally we like to go test previous zones, so like zone 2, before we then push into zone 3. So, I just want this retest here. So can you see here when we push up, right? There's resistance here. Okay, we reject, we come down. We push up, we've closed above. But again, what do we need to do first? We need to come down, retest the previous zone to then continue up. So it happens a lot. I personally wanted gold to move down to 2060. Ooh, 2060. Why did you want to move it? Why do you want it to move down to 2060? What's the reason? Is that where your retest is? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be frowned upon that either, because again, that was actually where we broke the zone. So yeah, I mean, realistically, I just want some sort of push back down at this level, which I won't be taking because again, it's the difference between taking these sells, because I think I took a sell on Friday, back down to the retest. However, this one, because we've closed so bullish and we're so strongly bullish, I think it would be a very risky game taking sells in this market. But yeah, be 2 seconds, guys. Just go to the toilet. Won't be long. Nice pants, dude. So yeah, does anyone else in the YouTube chat have any more analysis for today? Let's take a look a little bit further. Have we ever actually been to this level ever? Yeah, I don't think we have. We're pretty down high. Yeah, we are very high. So we'll see. Have we broken above yet? Not yet. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Yeah, so Dune 2 yesterday was sick. My issue was the IMAX screen I was at, the seat was a little bit too forward, man. My neck was like this. Dune Part 2. Yeah, it was... The soundtrack was sick on it. Go to the moon. Oh, potentially, potentially. Oh, sorry, I'll take off the trades taken. Because you guys... Let me take that off. That was Friday. That was Friday, dog. But yeah, really, really excited and happy to be back, guys. Hope you're doing well. Make sure to like the stream, and we'll continue this journey. To be honest with you, the reason why I'm not doing too much today is I've got some work to do for the 9 to 5, but also I again, it's just this gold. I need some structure to form. I know it gets all exciting and the fact that it's so bullish and whatever, but man, it's just because we're so bullish, the retracements can be heavy. So you really want to wait for the perfect moment, and normally that is in NY. So that's what I'll be focusing on today, I think. More than London. Let's take a look at the lower. Yeah, it's a big resistance. But again, it's 6 minutes left until 8 o'clock, which could be fun. So yeah, I'm gonna add some more things on the signals, but I've made it easy, just easy to see. When it gets too confusing, it's annoying. But yeah, as I said, I say depending on the stops. I know some people are saying, you know, whatever. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Depends on what trades I'm taking for the stops. But for the most part, stops are going to be wherever I want them to be. I'd say if you're going to be trading like me, I'd say yeah, use a set lot. Set lots are really nice because it kind of lets you give yourself a kind of a pay increase as good work has been done, instead of just one trade. It increases your lot size. I don't know. I think it's good to kind of have that. It's very good. You have really good analysis. How long have you been trading for? Since I was like 16, so a long time. Yeah, if you haven't watched me before, sometimes you get lost though, man. I got lost in too much fucking Brian's bullshit, which worked great for him, but man, I was just yeah, going back to basics now, and this is what I've always done. Just looking to the left hand side, making the picture of the story. We know we want buys today. We know we've got closures above in every single time frame. We just gotta wait for some liquidity to be built. Because the good thing as well is when we come down and we do make some volume and liquidity, sorry, when we come back down. When we also come back up and we close above, I have a stop now that's realistic, reasonable, and also at the area I want. Whereas if you had a stop like here now, so let's just say you're going to take these buys now and you have a stop there, it's just in no man's land. It's not really at a level. It's kind of, you know, And I've learned that bit from Don for sure. Because it's kind of like, you know, my stop, I don't want my stop to be hit. It's not there to be hit. So it's kind of like, I don't really want my stop in the middle of a zone. I'd rather have it safe in a different zone. So then you can kind of leverage it out. So yeah, we'll continue on that. 23 likes, amazing stuff, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, like this for me is perfect, man. Doing the stream in the morning, relaxing, doing some NY stream trades in NY, and then doing my normal job, which I love. It is the perfect balance, bro. It is the perfect balance. I feel when you're on the charts too much, like more than 2 streams a day, man, my fucking eyes are just dying, bro. Having a breather in that is great. It's really good. Let's not shit in the Brian. Nah, Brian's sick. He's just his ways are fucking next level, bro. He's too good. We're not putting him down. He's fucking G. How are the squad actually doing today? Let's see. So yeah, in the signals, I've decided that I'm gonna make the signals, and posting in the trades they get in depth of why we took them is what I'm gonna do. So yeah. Fucking hell, bro. These guys are whack. Brian's wild. Can you check GJ? Yeah, okay, we'll do GJ. Does him and that girl send gifts in the chat? Yeah. Good morning, chat. Good morning, good morning. Oh, good morning. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go in a second because I've got some work to do, got some projects to run. But yeah, that's kind of my analysis. As I say, I don't really want something this morning. If you actually look at what happened here, the hourly, what has the hourly done? It has not closed above. It closed above the previous one here, but it has not closed above the resistance. So for me, it's a sticky situation. You gotta wait a little bit longer, okay, guys? So yeah, I'll quickly do GJ because I know someone wants it, and then I'll leave you guys to it today. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on Instagram. Make sure to go to Instagram. We'll update you. But yeah, the good thing about it now is I'm gonna make some nice videos. Got a couple of things running in. I'm trying out a couple of different brokers just to give you a little some content coming through, which is nice. So monthly on GJ is closed above. Great. Just like the previous one, we should potentially make a lower wick, continue to flip, and realistically here, GJ should arrive. 193,600 would be perfecto. Be really, really nice there, okay? That would be great. So that's kind of the long-term bias. Again, as I say, you know, I want this candle to make some sort of low wick, just like the previous one did. Can you see here? Yeah. Probably go retest that level of some sort. Which is good. So yeah, I didn't have a low wick yet on the monthly, so that's a bit of a bastard. But anyway, let's take a look at the daily time frame. So the daily on the time frame on the left hand side, we have some sort of resistance here. Okay, now you might think, Max, that was the quickest. How do you know it's there? It's like, well, it's pretty obvious, right? If you look here, you have resistance, support, price held there, Price held there, price nearly held there. So you can see that is the clear level. Okay. So once we have this locked and running, let's go to the right hand side. Is there anything else here? No, I don't think there is. We're so high again. So yeah, closure above 191,600 would be good. Right now, what is happening? Well, the daily, yeah, still has no lower wick, so that is reasonable. The 4-hour time frame's pushing back up bullish. But yeah, the last one closed bullish above, which is fine. But yeah, I think for me it would be a little bit later on. 191,700. To be fair, that's not too far. It's like 112 pips away. I haven't actually looked at GJ in ages. How are we looking on the lower time frames? That's pretty nice. Closure above on the hourly at 6 o'clock. 4-hour closed back above support as well there. Can you see? Just back above. So yeah, beautiful. Very, very nice. So yeah, I think what I would look for GJ now is, obviously there's a lot of resistance up here. However, the buys were nice here. If I was looking to trade GJ, I think for me it'd be probably this candle break above, because it closed above. Stop loss would be below this whole zone, and then I'd go to target this resistance there. Probably would have closed like 80% by now, because you can see there's a minor resistance there. But yeah, that's good. And then later on again, 191,700. How would you go about taking that trade before I go? 1 second. 191,700. How far is this? Yeah, we weren't here for a while, were we? I've lost it now. Yeah, you can't see it. It's only on the daily you can see it. Anyway, it's fine. Yeah, closure above 191,700 is where you'd start to look. But yeah, for the most part, I think the GJ buys this morning were quite nice at 6:30. Once you got the 4-hour closing back above and the hourly closing back above, which is nice. Take a look at GJ. Sorry, Goldie. There we go. Some rejection. So again, feels like no volume days. Man, it's early, bro. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. So yeah, again, as I say, gonna wait for maybe a retest 75,2075 for later on, and then look for buys in NY session. Okay. So peace out, guys. Thank you so much. I know I've got to go early, but again, I shouldn't really have streamed today, but I did, just to give you guys a little recap. Have a good day, guys. We'll see you guys probably tomorrow, and then Thursday, Friday. We'll see. Peace out, guys. Keep updated on my Instagram. Have a great day, and adios. Adios, amigos.